From taking up all the space in bed to setting your schedule around your dog, here are all the ways your dog might be the real boss of the house and what their actions really mean. When your dog takes up a disproportionate amount of space in bed, it's not just about comfort. They want to be as close to you as possible. It's their way of feeling connected and making up for lost time when you're away. This behavior also stems from their pack mentality, where dogs sleep close for protection, warmth, and support. Additionally, they might be guarding their territory, displaying a possessive and dominant nature. If your dog has claimed a spot on the couch and won't let you sit there, it's a sign they see themselves as the alpha. This can be problematic, especially if it makes the furniture off limits for you. Assert your boundaries by moving your dog and providing them with their own comfortable space to reduce territorial behavior. We love having our dogs close, but if they invade your personal space in a way that disregards your comfort, it's time to set boundaries. Teach your dog what's allowed and what's not to avoid unwanted behaviors like a face full of dog butt first thing in the morning. The next sign that your dog is the real boss is that you set your schedule around them. While you used to sleep in on the weekends before getting your dog, now you take your dog for their walk at their usual 7 a.m. time. We are not here to judge if you go back to bed right away or if you take a nap later. You can also see your dog as the boss if you run home right after work to get them their afternoon walk, or you are the first one to leave drinks because you have to get to your dog. Dogs love routine, so you doing this for them builds a strong connection, but you have to maintain a power balance. Another schedule change you might have done for your dog is to schedule vacations around them. As an example, I used to fly home in 3 hours, but now I choose to drive 20 hours so my dog can come with me. Do you specifically choose places to stay at that are dog-friendly? Do you not accept invitations if your dog isn't welcome? I have done that way too many times. The next sign your dog is the boss is that they are the leader on the leash. They are ahead of you at all times. They have to be the first one to explore everything. You are there behind them holding the leash. This can go even a step further, and your dog can lead you where to go. This is bad training, as a dog should be properly leash trained. It will also make you walk more enjoyable if you do invest in training. You should pick where to go and at what pace. A dog should never refuse to walk simply because you choose the direction of your walk. Do you walk your dog, or does your dog walk you? Similar to leash walking, if your dog goes ahead of you through the doorway instead of you walking through it first, you are the beta. A dog wants to be the leader and to be in charge, and walking through the door first asserts their dominance. Or they could simply be excited to go outside. This can be dangerous to have them walk through the door first, as you never know what could be on the other side that could harm or scare your dog, like a moving car or another individual. The next sign your dog is the boss is that you often make yourself uncomfortable for your dog. Your dog falls asleep on your leg that is in a very uncomfortable position, yet you don't move your leg because you know as soon as you move, your dog will wake up and you don't want to interrupt their precious sleep. Another way you can make yourself uncomfortable is to get to great lengths to make grooming easier on your dog because you know they hate it. From putting peanut butter on your head and making your hair messy when cutting their nails, to getting in awkward positions to cut their nails, your dog's comfort comes first. Another way your dog shows they are the boss is if they get fed before you. I'm guilty of this one, as I don't like to see my dog staring at me while I eat, so he usually gets his food first. This way I can enjoy my time with my food, as I don't have to feed him as soon as I finish eating. While on the topic of food, if your dog steals your food, that is a sign that they are the boss. If they steal your food from counters or tables without your permission, that means they have the upper hand. They think they have a right to all the food in the house. You need to set clear boundaries. Another way your dog asserts his dominance is by growling at you. While it's a way to communicate that your dog doesn't like this particular situation they are in, it is an aggressive behavior that needs to be controlled. This can often happen when you are near their food and should be eliminated right away, even though it's in their instinct to guard resources. Teeth baring should never be allowed, even around food. This applies to you as well as everyone else in the household, including other animals. Dogs can also growl at you if you steal their prized possession, like a sock. You need to teach them to drop those items, and one of the ways to do that in the beginning is to offer high-value treats in exchange. This will teach them that dropping the item is in their best interest. Desensitizing techniques and positive reinforcement for calm behavior can solve this problem. Another aggressive behavior that shows dominance is biting. This is a serious behavior that needs to be controlled right away. Another thing that needs to be eliminated right away is marking around the house. An alpha dog will mark the house by peeing on it to show that it is his territory. Remember that you are the one paying the mortgage or rent, and this is unacceptable behavior. Dogs need to know that you own all the possessions. Otherwise, what will they do next? Give you an eviction notice from your own house? Another way your dog is showing who is the boss is by ignoring your commands. Does your dog pretend they don't hear you? If a dog does not respect you, they won't obey you. The boss does not take orders from its subordinates. Not only can this behavior be frustrating, it can be dangerous, and you have to train your dog to respect your authority. Your dog is the boss if he gets to greet new visitors first. They are the priority that gets to appease their excitement and curiosity first before anyone else. While on the topic of greeting people, if a dog jumps on you or the guests, they are showing their dominance. That's a dog that lacks basic manners and needs to be trained. Another way you could be putting yourself in a peasant situation is if you choose to walk around your dog when they are in your path. You should make your dog move or step over him if they are in your path. Your dog is also the boss if you carry them when they get tired. You are literally serving your dog and putting more strain on yourself by picking them up. Another bossy behavior is when dogs demand attention. This can be done by pawing at you, barking at you, or nudging you persistently. How many times have you given in and petted your dog after they pawed you? For those of you that work from home, your dog can do this by placing their head on your laptop. It can also be shown through excessive licking. While licking can be a sign of affection, excessive licking means that a dog thinks they are in control. Dogs can also demand attention by demanding playtime. They can do this by dropping the ball at your feet constantly until you give in and throw them the ball. They want immediate gratification and want you to comply. While we want you to give your dog attention, it should be on your terms. They should never interrupt your activities. Ignore demanding behavior and reward calm and patient behavior. You can also schedule playtime so that your dog knows when you will have time together. Another way they can demand attention is to bark excessively. Dogs that bark excessively think they are in charge. They might even bark until they get what they want because they think they can control your actions through their vocal commands. Instead, reward silent and calm behaviors to re-establish your role as the leader. The next way your dog can show dominance can often be disguised as separation anxiety. While not letting you out of sight can be a separation anxiety issue, it can also be a way your dog is exhibiting dominance. They feel the need to monitor and control all of your actions. You need to make sure your dog is comfortable with periods of separation and that they can be independent. This next action can be viewed as simple guarding and an endearing action, but when dogs guard you, they want to show the rest of the world that they are the boss. Protective tendencies are dominant and have the potential to lead to aggression. People and other dogs should be able to approach you without your dog getting aggressive. While these behaviors are often cute, they are ways your dog wants to let you know they are the boss and the balance of power should be maintained. What ways has your dog shown they are the boss?